Welcome back to the second segment, as promised, for the Anthony Martial conundrum. And in this segment, we're going to go through the responses that you guys have given to the questions that were put together by @MoreMUFC. And I'm going to thank him once again for setting this up. So let's get right into it. First person that we're going to talk about is @MUFC Gold. Thank you @MUFC Gold for sending in your responses. And the questions are: favorite Martial goal? The one he scored against Partizan Belgrade in the Europa League last season. It was pure class. I remember this one. This is the one where he danced around 3 defenders and scored. Oh, brilliant. So next question. Favorite Martial moment? My favorite Martial moment was probably his debut goal against Liverpool or his hat-trick last season against Sheffield United. Both wonderful moments. I think the debut goal, I don't think anyone's going to forget that anytime soon, and his hat-trick was fantastic. A1. Moving on, what did you think of Martial's season? This was not one of his best seasons for sure, but he was good in patches, like the game against City at home. He had a fantastic game which demonstrated that he can definitely be a valuable asset. See, I completely back you on the fact that he can definitely be a valuable asset for us next season, provided he wants to stay. And I really hope he wants to stay. So, moving on to the next one. Does he have a future at United? There you go. And if so, how many goals do you expect him to get next season? He definitely has. He's just 25 at the moment, and we mustn't forget he was our best player last season. I expect him to bounce back and score more than 20 goals next season. 20 goals, I think that's highly optimistic in the current situation. Look, I'm a Martial fan and I really want him to get back to his best, but judging by the kind of forwards that we're going to have next season, I'm just not sure that he will get enough games to score 20 goals next season. Alright, so that was it for @MUFC Gold. Thank you once again for sending in your reply, and please do reply and send us more of your answers again. Thank you so much. Moving on, this one has been sent in from @MUFC Dream, and I would like to thank them once again. They had also sent in their answers for the last video that we did. So let's see what they have to say. Favorite Martial moment? My favorite Martial moment has to be against Liverpool at Old Trafford. I don't think that... Okay, it's going to be very difficult to beat that one. It's just the best one, definitely. Favorite Martial goal? My favorite Martial goal has to be the one against Bournemouth last season in the Premier League. Crossbar and in. What a goal. I can't remember this one. I think I'll have to go back and look at it again. I just cannot place this one. I can't remember this one. Does Martial have a future at United? I don't think he has a future at United, but what a player he is. He has the potential to be a good left winger or a striker, but if he does decide to stay, I think he will score 10 to 15 goals coming off the bench. See, now I think this is more realistic. If we go through the previous person @MUFC Gold, he mentioned that he sees Martial scoring around 20 goals. I think this is more realistic because I feel that he won't get enough games, like I mentioned before. So 10 to 15 goals sounds about right. Alright, so the last one is Martial's season rating. 5 out of 10. I cannot deny that. I think 5 out of 10 is about right for him this season. Alright, that was it from MUFC Dream, and thank you once again for sending in your answers. We're going to move into the next one now. Alright, so this one is a shout out to @ftbl.flair. Thank you @ftbl.flair for sending in your answers, and once again, thank you MoreMUFC for getting this together. So again, the same question, favorite Martial moment. My favorite Martial moment is his debut goal against Liverpool. This should be a by default answer for every single one. What do you think about Martial's season? He hasn't had the best season because of injury, but I'm sure he will come back even stronger next season. Alright, so he is a little more optimistic when it comes to Martial's chances next season. I would like to side him rather than the previous one, because I'm a Martial fan, man. I am going to be a little biased. So that's about it, yeah. Does Martial have a future at United? I think he does have a future at United. He will score 15 goals and will be a bench option. Alright, so now we've had one person, MUFC Gold, saying he's going to score 20 goals, and MUFC Dreamer said he's going to score around 10 to 15 goals. Now FTBL.flair says that he's going to score 15 goals. I think it's time for you guys to let us know in the comment section how many goals you think Martial is going to score. If he stays, I think it's going to be between 10 to 15. I hope it's more, but I also personally think it's going to be between 10 to 15. Alright, so the last thing, Martial's season rating, 4.5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 the previous one, 4.5 out of 10 this one. I think it's perfectly fine. If 5 out of 10 is an average season, he's definitely had average to a below average season. So I completely agree with this as well. Thank you once again to ftbl.flair at ftbl.flair. Alright, so the next two ones are basically them talking about what they think about Anthony Martial in general, and we're going to go through it one by one. So the first one that we're going to go through is from at United_Spotlight. Thank you once again for sending in your thoughts across, and I'm just going to go through it and we're going to figure out what he said. Anthony came to us in 2015. Even though I love him, I think it's fair to say that he's not performed up to the expectations. Anthony has a lot of talent. On a good day, he can destroy anyone. Exactly what I said. On a good day, which means he's not consistent enough, unfortunately. Shown this season against the Player of the Year and the best defender in the world, Ruben Diaz. Best defender in the world after one season. The jury's out. So why does he not perform? I may be harsh, but his mindset and motivation is extremely weak. He has the aura of laziness and not really being bothered sometimes. Bro, when you started with aura, I thought you were going to compliment him for some reason. I don't know why. But of course, this is judging from only this season. Last season, he was electric, giving goalies nightmares and using Sheffield United as his personal toilet. At this stage, you need to ask yourself what the differences are between these seasons. Alright, so my simple answer, consistency in playing time. In 2019-2020, he started almost every game and he could build trust in himself, learn from his mistakes, and most of all, have the focus needed to perform. This season has been different, however, due to various reasons. See, I think it's not just, thank you so much for sending in your response, and before I continue, I don't think it's just about consistency in playing time, because I don't know, I feel he has had chances and he's just not performed. But that is just my personal opinion. Carrying on, with Sancho coming in and Greenwood in red hot form, I don't see his situation getting any better. Based off this season, he should definitely be sold. Alright? But I know he has the talent and he can perform at the highest level. So I'd give him another season. I would also like to add that I am disgusted by the comments made to him by some of our fans. You are a disgrace and we do not consider you part of this community. Alright, so quickly talking about the last line. I think the comments that he's talking about are basically borderlining on racism. If I'm not mistaken, that is what he's talking about. And that's something definitely that we do not condemn one bit. There is a thin line between bantering someone and going a little too overboard. And nowadays, I think in this social media world, people are going more overboard than anything else. I think it's the easiest way for them to get attention, and I think such people really need to have a long, hard look at themselves and just know for a fact that there's something wrong. And that's about it. Thank you so much at United_Spotlight for sending in your thoughts about Anthony Martial, and please do keep sending in your thoughts for future such videos coming in. And moving on to the next one. Wow, my throat is gone. Alright, so the next and the last one for now is coming in from Krunal. I really hope I haven't effed up your name. It's at Krunal_.3. Whew, complication. So bloody complicated. Alright, moving on. So this is what Krunal had to say. Anthony Martial is a great player. On his day, he can tear up any defense. He really plays well when he is confident. At the moment, he needs to learn from Cavani in training and needs to step up his game next season, or else all you would think of selling him. A couple of very important points made there. And if you guys can notice that there is a common theme in all of these comments that I'm reading. Everyone thinks that he is lazy, everyone thinks that he's not consistent enough, and every single time I feel that he has a certain degree of competition, he crumbles a little. So moving on, I see him here for the next 2 to 3 years or 4 years max. How do you see him for 4 years, man? Alright, because Cavani will be leaving and Mason surely would lift his game by the time Cavani leaves. So he has got competition in this position. Alright, sorry, I really effed up that entire line. So he has got competition in the position of his liking. Alright, okay, that makes sense. Martial to me does not look like a proper number 9. I feel he plays better on the left. So this was the last one. Thank you so much, Krunal_.3 for sending in your response. And like I mentioned before, I think that after reading all of this and also going through the videos that you guys sent, I think everyone's pretty much on the same boat. No one really dislikes him. Everyone wants him to succeed, but the common theme of being inconsistent and crumbling under pressure and not being able to sustain his form. And I think at the end of the day, if I have to sum it up, amazing talent, but something's got to give. Next season, I do not want him sold, and I fear that there might be a certain way that he does get either sold or loaned. So I really don't want that to happen, but only time will tell. And that's about it. That's the end of this video, and thank you so much once again for every single one of you who has sent in their responses. And I would like to reiterate that Universal Levels is all about us. Our opinions matter more than anything else. So if you guys have any topic that you guys would want to talk to me about, or want to just get it out of your system regarding Manchester United, this is not a therapy session. So you can just simply email it to us to our email address, and we've got your back. We'll make sure that we feature you guys. Until next time, like, comment, share, subscribe. Bye bye for now.